Hi there, my name is Jean. I'm the music director at St. Stephen's, and so as we have just finished going through 1 Corinthians with Tom, I thought it would be good for us to go through one of the songs that we sing at our church. And as I was thinking through what song to go through or to think about, the song Christ is Mine Forevermore came to mind. And it is such a great song. It was written by a group called City Light in 2016, and it is a song that speaks of despair and hope. It speaks of hardship and promises. So I thought, as we are all going through this really tough time with coronavirus and lockdown, I thought it would be a good song for us to think through and listen to during this time. So in the song, the way it's been written is each verse will start off with a bad part, some bad issue or something that's going on, and then the second half of the verse will focus on God's promises that He has made to us. So let's take verse 2 for example. Verse 2 starts off and it says, "Mine are tears in times of sorrow, darkness not yet understood. Through the valley I must travel, where I see no earthly good." So let's just camp there for a moment. COVID-19, women and children being raped and abused, people being killed because of the color of their skin. We don't have to look very far to see that our world is suffering, that there is evil in our world. And as Christians, we don't even have to look very far either to know that we go through suffering, and that at times it seems like there is no end, that there's no light at the end of the tunnel, that God doesn't have a plan. It all seems that way, but there's a hope. And that's the great thing about this song, is that the second half always starts with "but." And so this second half is no different, and it says, "But mine is peace that flows from heaven, and the strength in times of need. I know my pain will not be wasted. Christ completes His work in me." And as I've said before, as Christians, we don't need to be reminded that we go through suffering. We go through suffering every single day. And please don't believe the lie that as a Christian, you should not go through suffering, because that could not be further from the truth. As Christians, we go through suffering a lot, but we know that if we ask for it, that God will give us His peace that transcends all understanding. When we hand our anxieties over to Him, it says that in Philippians 4. We know that God works all things for our good. It says that in Romans 8. And those two words, all things, include suffering. It includes the hard times. It includes the evil in this world. So when we go through suffering as Christians, we know that there is an end in sight. There is hope at the end of the tunnel. There is a crown of glory waiting for us. So while we might not know why we're going through all of this suffering, we know that God gives us the strength to go through it through His Holy Spirit. And we have those amazing promises to cling to. So it's with those in mind that we think through and sing out loudly the refrain of the song, which says, "Come rejoice now, O my soul, for His love is my reward. Fear is gone and hope is sure. Christ is mine forevermore." And it carries on and it says, "And mine are keys to Zion's city, where beside the King I walk. For there my heart has found its treasure. Christ is mine forevermore." And what a great promise, what great truth to sing to each other and to ourselves when we go through times like we are going through now. So I would encourage you to click the link in the description and listen to that song. Listen to that song, support that band, and know that we're going through this really tough time, and it sucks. It's not great. but we know that God is with us, that He gives us the strength to go through these things. So I encourage you, the next time we sing that song in church, think through these things that we've just spoken about. And please, be safe. I hope that you have a great day. God bless.